and moving here, not getting the right support that I needed at that moment. Work out. So today, let me share with you guys my journey on how I ended up abroad. And again, the people that I had close to me at that moment, they were not really supporting me emotionally. So I was drowning. Many get quite depressed. And I took the advice, guys. I took the advice and I ran with it. No, I'm not ready right now. You're not going to be ready. So take the opportunity and run with it. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe because we are back with another amazing video. So subscribe and don't forget to put the notification bell on so that you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So today we're going to talk about my manifestation and how it came to pass, because honestly this life this life journey is usually very hard, especially if you don't know how things are going to work out and you really want this thing and you don't know how it's going to work out. So today, let me share with you guys my journey on how I ended up abroad. First of all, I was just realizing right now that I used to pray for this when I was a kid, and I did not know. I did not know how abroad looked like. I did not have any connection. My parents never had connections to come abroad because they were born in Nairobi. Okay? Let's start from there. So when I was a kid, I used to pray a lot, but I was mentioning like, oh, I want to study abroad, I want to move abroad, but I never knew how abroad looked like. I was very young, honestly. So when I was growing up also, I think I was old enough now to understand how life is. My mom used to talk to us about a lot of things. So one day we were having a conversation about moving abroad, passports and all that. Okay, so she told us she was planning to travel abroad long time ago when we were still young. She was planning to travel abroad, but people told her, oh, you cannot go now because you have kids, the kids are going to suffer and all this and all this. So she never went. She never, like, she had to cancel everything because everything was ready. She stopped it. Okay, so I remember she told us an advice: whenever you get the chance of traveling, travel. If you got a chance of traveling, travel. When it comes to that moment and you don't take it, it's not going to come back again. If any opportunity comes at that moment, take it. If it's going to work for you, take it. If you don't take it at that moment, it's not going to come back again. Like, oh, glorious, we have this opportunity to travel, or we have this opportunity at this company, and you start thinking of, oh, you know, I'm not ready right now. You're not going to be ready. So take the opportunity and run with it. And I took the advice, guys. I took the advice and I ran with it. And that was the end of it. So let's start from where it started. It all started. One, I was manifesting to travel abroad when I was very young, praying. I did not know what prayer is. I did not know how powerful prayers was until right now. 2, high school, I was also praying for that. So you can imagine. 3, my mom advice. Now it took me away. I was like, yes, oh yes. If something comes up, I'm going to grab it and run with it. So after high school, I finished high school and I joined social media, because in an African home, having a phone when you are still young, it's prohibited. So I got my first phone immediately I finished high school. Well, I was using my mom's phone, but again, my first phone, I got it when I was outside school. Here it's different. It's very different. But in Kenya or African countries, most I don't know if now it's changing, but for me, I got my first phone when I finished high school. I remember it was something 7. I can't remember very well. It was Huawei, if I'm not wrong. Whatever. That is not even part of this story. So I joined social media. I started being a content creator at a young age before I joined uni or whatever. So I started being on social media, and during that time I was interacting with a lot of people who were outside, honestly. And the people I interacted with them in Kenya, most of them also were traveling abroad. So for me, I was like, wait a minute. I was very happy. If a friend of mine tells me, oh Glo, I'm traveling abroad, I will be so happy. Like very, very happy. I remember I even met a friend of mine. I did not know him like Sana at that time, but he just told me like, I'm traveling. I just knew him, and then he told me I'm traveling, and he sent me everything, like the flight ticket, the visa. I was like, oh my god. So I'm that kind of a person. When you tell me something about your things, I'm really happy. I'm really happy for someone. So a lot of my friends are abroad and I'm in Kenya. Of course, I had things going on because I was dealing with travels. I was a content creator. I was a front office. I was doing a lot of things. I was a hair and makeup artist. So I was doing a lot of things. At a young age, I love money. I love money, so I need to work. Okay, fine. So doing a lot of things, especially when you're into traveling a lot, you get exposed to meet a lot of people. I was meeting a lot of international people during my work period, and I was like, okay, this thing actually is opening my mind. I'm like, yes, I think I need to do this. So we had a traveling company, our own traveling company in Kenya. So now my sister is dealing with it because for me I moved here. So in case you want to travel for bookings, you want to go to Kenya, you don't know who to reach out, feel free to reach me out. We have a travel company called Patian Travels. It's in Kenya. We deal with safaris and planning every travel, every trip that you want, everything in general. Your trip, your traveling itinerary, where you want to go, places you should visit, and all that. Okay, so let's move forward. So doing that really exposed me to a lot of things, and I was now open to know, like, okay, this is what I really want. I want to travel abroad. I want to start my life. But again, I need to be going back home because I cannot just come abroad and stay abroad. I need to go back home. I'm a Kenyan, I cannot survive without my family. You understand? So my friends are abroad, and one day a friend of mine suggested, because I think she was in Saudi Arabia. She was not really my friend because she was not very close to me, but she's someone that I used to know. And she just suggested, like, Glo, but the way here we have jobs, in case you want, I can link you up and you can come to Saudi Arabia. So I was like, cool. I called my mom and my sisters, and in the middle of nowhere, I just started this conversation like, I want to go to Saudi Arabia. Everyone was just shocked, like, wait a minute. What have you said? I said, I want to go to Saudi Arabia. So my mom just asked me, like, why? It's not like you're lacking anything, like, why? I just told her, because I feel like I want to go and start working. I just want to go and start building myself from scratch. And yeah, when you're outside high school, you're not exposed enough, so you can make decisions and you really don't know why you're making this decision. But for me, I knew that I wanted to be outside, so she told me, ongoja, let's wait for your dad. so that you can tell him. Mimi nilipelekwa headquarters. When they take you to headquarters, just know she cannot handle the shit. When my mom takes you to headquarters, just know that this decision, it's hard for her to decide, so she needs to talk to her husband. Clock it. So mimi nikapelekwa headquarters, and my dad just listened to me. He listened to me, and he told me, I remember the first statement he said. He said that, and he did not talk again. He just said, I don't want to ever hear any of my kids wants to go to an Arab country. Acha niweke na Kiswahili ndio maybe mtaelewa. Sitaki kusikia watoto wangu hata mmoja akisema nataka kwenda nchi za Uarabuni. So put it in Luya accent. Put it in Luya accent, you know. Okay, I was like, okay, fine. So this one has backfired. Let me do other things soon. Yeah, I had to major in other things. Yeah. I have kumejor kwa vitu zingine. Sasa ningefanya nini guys? Mzazi ameshakata. Unajua sisi we respect parents a lot. If my parent, let me talk on my side. If my parents tells me something, I cannot argue with them. Yes, I cannot. I just listen and I'm like, okay, I've heard you. Sawa sawa. Tunaachana na hiyo story, tunaenda kwa next. So my sister traveled abroad in 2021 November. So she traveled abroad, and I was like, wow. Oh, so what? Someone in our achana na extended, leave alone the extended family. Now someone from my own family is traveling abroad. Imagine, eh? Actually, everyone was so happy. Mimi nakwambia hizo masuitcase venye tulipack masuitcases. Yani wimbo za gospel tu zilikuwa zinaimba, Yani hiyo list too. I think you could have seen like the happy faces. So my sister traveled abroad, and again mimi nikarudi vitu zangu. So me visa yangu ilideniwa 2022. So my first application, my visa was denied 2022. And I did not give up because I need to go back to that embassy, because mbona nakatalia visa yangu. I knew I'm not supposed to be in Kenya. I was just telling myself like that. And also a lot of my friends were telling me, hey Glo, you know, we look at you like someone who is not supposed to be living in Kenya. You need to be living abroad. Actually, they were also manifesting for me. I didn't know. But I came to realize that whatever that you talk, whatever that you are speaking for yourself, it usually comes to pass. So I did my first, I picked up a friend of mine 2021 at the airport again. I picked my friend. She was coming back to Kenya, and I was super excited. Woo! Mimi nilikuwa na furaha tele. Yeah, I picked her up from the airport. I used to do a lot of pickups at the airport. A lot of my friends have picked them up from the airport, and also that was another manifestation, because when I go there, I usually tell myself next time I need to be the one standing here and going outside, and when I come back, someone is waiting for me, especially because most of my pickup, like if I go back home, my family picks me up, and that is the most amazing experience of my life. So yeah, so visa yangu ikadeniwa 2022, my visa was denied. 2023 my visa was denied. I did an appeal, it was denied. That is 3 times. So I said, okay, 2024, no, I did not apply. I applied now the end of 2024 my visa, because 2023 after the 3rd denial, I did not go to the embassy again. I was like, you know what, let me do other things, because you cannot do this to me. You cannot do this to me. Okay, 2024, my sister came back to Kenya. We went to pick her up at the airport. You know, as always, super excited. I'm all over. Actually, guys, if you met me on my normal self, I'm a very bubbly person. I'm very bubbly. I'm a super happy person. I talk a lot. Yes, I'm a friendly person. If you met me at that moment, at those times, so I'm trying to bring it back, you know. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. So my sister came back. We went to Diani. We had fun. Yeah, it was a really incredible moment, and yes, it was really nice. So my sister came back to Spain. I did not know that I would travel that year. I never had plans of travel in 2024, but I remember on my diary, I have a diary of 2024 that I wrote what I wanted for that year. I think I wrote them in August. I wrote whatever that I want, and one of the things that I wrote was my visa approval. So I prayed over it. And then few months, I think after 2 months, my sister told me, you know what, you're starting your process and you need to be ready, like right now. So I picked everything up. I went to do my collections, and everything was on time. I looked for an appointment at the embassy. I got the appointment and I had to go and submit my documentation. Clock it. Let me tell you, when I was doing all my process, I never told my friend anything. They know. I never told them. And I'm sorry. But you also never told me your process. Well, they usually tell me their plans, but to this visa process, honestly, for me, it was a very big thing for me, and I needed to tell them when it's already ready. Like, now I have my visa stamped. Now I can tell them, you know, I've been doing this process, and yes, I've gotten my visa. Yeah. So I did my process very fast, and then it was happening like this so fast. So I submitted my documents, and then I waited. For me, I was just doing other things. So I cannot travel anywhere because my passport is there. It's at the embassy. They don't want to give me my passport. So I was just doing other things. And yeah, I used to advertise brands in Kenya. I was a content creator. Like, it was really nice to engage with a lot of people because I was meeting new people and me listening to other people's perspective about life, perspective about this thing and this thing. It really opened my mind. Like, it was opening my mind to see things in a very different way, very different dynamic. And I felt like, okay, I think now I may be ready. I think I'm ready now, because that time I was 23 years. Yes, I was 23 years at that time. And that year I was saying, oh, you know, I will celebrate my birthday abroad. I did not know how. But also, you should not manifest. Never manifest if you don't have plans. You need to make sure that what you're manifesting, you're putting work on it. Work on that thing that you're manifesting. You cannot manifest without putting work. Tumeelewana? Are we together? Yes, thank you. So, my visa got approved. I usually don't like to talk about the process, what happened, but it was a little bit challenging because my visa came at the wrong timing. And yes, it came. So I did not have a lot of options. Yes, it just came at that moment and I took it. But I was not happy at the moment. Okay, so my visa got approved December 11th, 2024. And my mom also passed December 11th, 2024, which was a very big shock for me. And at the same time, everything, my mind was everywhere. So even people knew that I was applying for the visa. that day, people knew that day, and they're like, hey Glow, you're very, very secretive. Yes, I'm a secretive person when it comes to my personal things. Hey, especially visa. I was like, you know what, just relax. We're going to talk about this when I'm okay. But at least at that moment, I had a lot of people close to me. My friends were there. They were very supportive, and I really appreciate them. They were there with me through that journey of healing. And I think when I moved here, it was I moved here 2025 now, January, because I had to bury my mom before I traveled. I moved here 2025 January. Let me tell you, it's really bad when you move abroad and when you meet bad people. Hey, you're going to suffer, I swear. Well, my first few months was really hard, because if you meet with people who are not understanding, it's going to be very, very difficult. Because I was grieving, I was mourning, and apart from my sister was also grieving, but she really had very supportive people close to her. And for me, I had her, and again, the people that I had close to me at that moment, they were not really supporting me emotionally. So I was drowning. Many get quite depressed. Yeah. So I moved abroad, and I think the people who met me last year, they know that I met new people last year, but I was not a lot into creating friends and being outside and all that. So it was a little bit challenging for me. But this year, I'm trying to be a public person. I'm trying to be outside there. And yeah. And the greatest thing that I appreciate is, sorry guys, sorry. Next time, next time I really need to have tissues. Okay. So the one thing that I really appreciate is that after I moved here, my experience, the people that I had were not really nice to me. But through the journey that I was last year, I met very nice people. Like, they were really nice, they were really supportive. And I was like, oh, now I'm feeling like at least now I'm getting better. So yeah, my sister was also very supportive, because she was telling me like, why are you not outside? You need to come outside, or let's meet at this day. Because sometimes I just needed my own time, but also we're not given that time to like, we're not given that time to digest everything, because they're just coming from grieving, you understand? So I usually tell people that when you move here, of course you're going to meet really nice people, and again, you're not going to meet nice people. So it's upon you as an individual to make sure that your life is easier, and try to stay where you feel like you're wanted, you're appreciated, not even wanted, like to stay in a place where you will not lose yourself, you will not lose your mind. If something is not working out for you, you just move and go to something different, you understand? And for me, moving here at that moment, it was really a tough decision that I had to make. And moving here, not getting the right support that I needed at that moment.
I remember the way you laughed, how we danced until the sun came up. It was perfect, but life had other plans. miss
Yeah,
those
but
moments so much.
I think
They haunt me every single
I
day.
think
But I
that
still
was
hold on to the hope
very
that maybe
difficult, but also
one day
through that
can find our
process
way back to
I
each other.
realized that at the end of the day you need to choose yourself all the time. You need to choose yourself all the time. You need to prioritize yourself all the time. You need to prioritize your peace of mind all the time. If something is not working out for you, for me, honestly, this year I started to become myself again. I've not healed. I'm trying to heal. I've not healed completely. But if something does not work for me, I'm walking away. If I go to a place, if I'm working for someone and I feel like this person is not doing what I really want, or this place is not working for me, I'm out. Like, I'm out. Because I'm prioritizing my peace. I'm prioritizing my health. And again, if something is not working for me, I don't want to stick around. No, I'm not doing that shit again. I'm not doing that again. I'm not. So yeah, in the process of manifestation and all that, I think that is what I can share. If you're manifesting for something, trust me, it's going to pass, but it's going to take some time. It doesn't come like this. You need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to work towards what you want, because no one is coming to help you work for it. And also, you need to stop being a procrastinator. If you love to push all the time, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow, I'm going to do it tomorrow, or tomorrow will never come. So just wake up and say, okay, today I want to try this, and that's it. That's the end of it. So why I'm saying this, because I wanted to okay, I opened my YouTube channel a long time ago, but I've not been posting. So when I moved here, a friend of mine, I think people know him, he's a YouTuber. I used to give him an excuse, like, my phone does not have enough storage and it keeps on disturbing me. And then he told me, the time you'll get a new phone with a lot of storage, if you keep on doing these excuses, then it's upon you. And I was like, okay. So he really challenged me when it comes to content creation and generally life. So I bought a new phone and I was like, right now I don't have an excuse. Yes, oh yes, I have to do this. Yes, oh yes, I have to do this. So thank you so much for watching. I think that is all I can share for today. Please make sure you subscribe, share this video, comment, and let me know what you love me to talk about. Of course, this is a free space. my page is a free space, feel free. If you have any question, please let me know. You can text me on my Instagram, Glorious49. You can text me on TikTok, Glorious49, or Life with Glow on TikTok. I have two TikTok accounts. On Facebook, Glorious49 or Glorious Amazing. So feel free. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for your endless support and love. And God bless you all. Yeah. Bye. Let's meet on the next video.